Hey friends, so it is Sunday. It's my coffee reheating. Sunday after the UK has basically shut everything down due to the coronavirus. I do want to like sit down and like kind of talk my thoughts out with you guys later, but right now I think I just need to like clean something. I'm just feeling very antsy for some reason. This whole week we've been kind of, you know, social distancing, not really isolating per se, because we had to go to the store and whatnot. So we've gone to the store. Like that's the only reason we've ever left the house, and more so Derek than me. My coffee is still beeping at me. Maybe I should go get it. Yeah, like I said, I'm feeling a bit antsy for some reason. I don't want to say it's because we've been in the house, because typically we're in the house anyways. So there hasn't been really like any huge change to our like day-to-day routine besides, you know, Derek working from home, and us necessarily not being able to go out if we wanted to. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to like sit down and like kind of talk it out, but right now, Sunday morning, I think I'm going to do some cleaning task, and I think that will just kind of get some of that antsy energy out, because there's a lot that needs to be done. The house is kind of crazy because we've been inside for the past week. Honestly, I don't know what this vlog is going to be. I think mostly just like, yeah, a sit down talk about what's all going on. We'll see once I get finished. Outside for a little walk around the block. Landon's currently taking a nap, so I think I'll use this time to kind of sit down and have a little chat with you guys about this situation going down in the world. Yeah, I don't really know where to start with it all. Where I should start is, if you don't know, yes, we're Americans, but we're living in the UK. We currently live like outside of London. We moved here about 4 years ago for Derek's work, and yeah, we've just kind of been staying here. So with that, the UK just this past Friday basically went on lockdown like many other countries have done. All the schools are officially closed. They told businesses like restaurants, pubs, gyms, theaters, places where people tend to congregate, to close their doors. Restaurants are basically only doing like takeaway or delivery, and of course the whole staying indoors or social distancing, only leaving the house if it's absolutely necessary, obviously to like get like groceries and whatnot. So yeah, so we've kind of been already doing that this past week, even though it wasn't like government mandate or anything like that. The schools, like I said, the schools only just closed this past Friday, but this past week we've been kind of following that whole idea of just not going outside unless we absolutely need to. We only left on Monday to go to the grocery store and pick up groceries for the week. Derek's kind of gone out to pick up odds and ends that we've needed. But past that, me and the kids haven't really left the house. And yeah, just now Derek just took Mason literally just to like walk around the block. I don't think they're going to like a park or anything like that. So yeah, it's a little weird for me. Like I feel really weird, and I'm like struggling with my feelings about this because for us, in all cases of point, not much is changing in terms of our daily routine for us. I mean, yes, we can't go anywhere if we wanted to, but we already typically spent most of our days at home. For those of you who don't know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have 2 little boys, and neither of them are school age, so we were already home pretty often anyways. The only real like big difference is like Derek is working from home more, though he works from home a lot anyways as well, so but he's just here more. In my mind, I don't know why I feel like, so like I was saying before, really antsy about everything. I do feel a bit stir crazy, and I don't know if that's because I can now, even though we usually spend most of our days at home, the fact that I can't go somewhere even if I wanted to makes me feel weird. I don't know. It's a really weird feeling that I'm having about this situation, and I can't really put my finger on why I feel so antsy about it when there are tons of other people whose life has literally been flipped over. People have lost jobs. Those parents who have school age children who are no longer going to school, having to figure out how to work around that if they're also working from home or if they have to go into work. Like, there's so many other people who have had their lives changed drastically because of all of this. And so I don't know why I feel, I mean, I feel lucky that we don't have as much of a change, but I also still feel really antsy about this whole, that's the only word I can think of to describe how I'm feeling, is just like really antsy about this whole situation. Even though, again, we are super lucky to be in the situation that we are. We have plenty of space in the house. We have a backyard that they can go into if it really gets to the point where they're like literally stay in your homes. No, I really don't know how to explain how I'm feeling or why I'm feeling so uneasy about everything, even though not much for us has changed in terms of like day-to-day routine. I will say that in terms of like stocking up and having a stocked house and like our usual like grocery shop, that has definitely changed because obviously there's still the panic buying going on. For us, we usually ordered through this app called Ocado here, which is basically like an online grocery service, and they like deliver your groceries to you, and we would do that every week to get our groceries. They have gotten completely overwhelmed with this whole situation and people trying to order groceries and like panic buying online. So yeah, they've gotten really overwhelmed. So a lot of like deliveries have been canceled, or you just can't get on their website to place orders. They've worked it out over the weekend, and we are having a delivery tomorrow on Monday, but it is a very small, not our usual kind of delivery. We're getting our basics that we need. Hopefully we'll get the toilet paper that's on there. But other than that, we will probably have to go back to the main grocery store by us to get more things for like dinner, because it really is just like basic like milk, eggs, butter. So that's been a bit of a hindrance to our day-to-day, but besides that, like, I don't know, it's like, again, I don't know how to explain why I feel so uneasy, a little stir crazy. You know what? No, I know why I'm feeling a little stir crazy, because for us, we've kind of been on quarantine per se since the beginning of this year, just because when I got the shingles, we weren't going out. Then the boys each got chickenpox a week after each other. So again, we were kind of stuck in the house, and I think the reason why I'm like a little like is because now we have this where we still have to stay in the house, and I was hoping to finally like get out and like maybe take a little trip somewhere or do something that's not within these four walls of our home, and now we can't because of the whole coronavirus stuff. So I think that's also what's kind of making me a little frustrated, is that it feels like I've been on quarantine, our family's been on quarantine for ever since this year started. So I think that is also where I'm getting some of the feelings of unease and frustration and annoyance to this whole situation. Yeah, I guess we'll see how this next week goes, if things start to calm down a little bit more. Again, they just shut down schools and businesses over this weekend. So this will be the first week here in the UK that schools are closed, restaurants, pubs, all that stuff is closed. I believe retail establishments can still be open if they want. I've gotten emails from a few places that said they're going to be closed for 2 weeks. But I guess it's up to them. Grocery stores will still be open, but I believe they're changing their hours. We looked on the website of the one next to us, and I believe they're switching hours, and they're also trying to cater a little bit more to the elderly and vulnerable who would need more assistance in shopping and being in self-isolating. So I believe they're like giving like the first like hour or so when they open to just elderly and those more vulnerable, which I think is amazing, like great. And then there's, I think, condensed hours for regular shopping, and I believe they're also offering like click and collect. So you can go online, click what you want, and then collect it later on in the day. So you're not like walking around the store and, you know, not congregating again with a lot of people. So we'll see how that goes, how this next week will go in terms of just everyone really being on quarantine and lockdown. Yeah, it's all really crazy. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, really, is kind of talking out my feelings about all of this. I hope all of you are safe and staying healthy and are stocked up, and yeah, these next few weeks are probably gonna suck a bit because life has changed drastically. It's really gonna be interesting to see how this all pans out. I think we'll get through this just fine. It's just gonna suck for a little bit. Oh, yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. Probably going back to cleaning. I think that's always been my way of like getting any like frustration or anxious energy out, is just to start cleaning. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing all week, is just doing like a deep spring clean. I just hope everyone out there, again, is just staying safe, staying healthy. Again, be kind to your neighbors, lend a helping hand where you can, be considerate when you're shopping. There's no reason to store up on like 6 months of toilet paper, or antibacterial or whatever. I think that's about it for our talk. I'm gonna go back to cleaning and TikToking. That's my other thing, guys, right now. I've been on TikTok. I'm doing the TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. No, don't. Yeah, so that's my life, cleaning and TikTok. Missing someone with all your heart. Missing someone with heart. Okay, so it is midday and the boys are down for a nap. So I am now going to go clean the bathrooms. I do this every Sunday. I just feel like it's a good way to like start the week with like clean bathrooms. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Yay! And you did it right from the start. Okay, so bathrooms are done. We've done a few odds and ends cleaning, like we like washed the windows outside on our first floor. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a little more at ease. Derek went out to the store and he was saying like the store is like really fully stocked again. So you know, I'm feeling a little better. Not as antsy as I was earlier when I sat down and had a talk with you guys, having a little Sunday libation. Yeah, the Sunday's shaping out to be pretty okay, you know? We're gonna make it through this, guys. It's bath time. You're reading your stories. Okay, guys. So both the boys are down. Mason was so cute when I came out of Landon's room from putting him down. He was sitting in his bed just like reading his stories. Usually he's like running around being like, wow, what's going on, let's play. But no, it was really cute how he was just sitting in there looking at his books. So he is now down as well. Real quick update before I kind of close out the vlog. While we were having dinner, there was more news from UK government. They have decided to implement another part of their like plan, which is to have people who are most at risk for contracting coronavirus and becoming seriously ill from it, to have them self-isolate for up to 12 weeks, which I think is, that I can't imagine being someone who ends up being in that group. And it's mostly the elderly or people who are autoimmune, immune compromised. Yeah, so that apparently they're going to be sending out letters to these people to inform them that they need to self-isolate for 12 weeks. For 3 months they have to no face-to-face contact. And they have like, they're setting up this whole program in terms of if they don't have like any close family or friends to help, then they are setting up a program where, you know, people will drop off food and medicine and supplies that they need to live day to day. But yeah, basically for 12 weeks they will have to self-isolate and have zero face-to-face contact with anyone, which I'm just like, I can't imagine being someone in that group, or even really knowing being in a personal relationship with someone in that group. I can't imagine how they're feeling at this moment. So they just announced all that this afternoon, the whole program that's I think they're gonna be implementing it starting tomorrow. I believe they'll be sending out the letters and informing people who need to stay away for 12 weeks, which I don't know how they're going to really enforce that or what. Past that, my mood and feelings got better by the end of the day. Cleaning really is a kind of therapy for me. We're going into this week. We'll see how this week goes. And if they make any changes now that they're saying people who are at high risk need to self-isolate. I don't know if they're gonna say that everyone else can open up. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. By the time this comes up, it'll probably be midweek of the week that's coming up. So yeah, I'll update you guys the following week of what happens and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna go have a dessert and some wine and call it a night. So thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.